Excuse me.
Union busting's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Union busting's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Union busting's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
The university is about education, it's about teaching, it's about learning, it's about leadership. And it is a place where we must teach about democracy and teach about the law. So we're here today to deliver a letter to President Bulger of the university, signed by 280 people. It includes 125 UMass faculty, approximately 40 state senators and representatives, all 5 Democratic candidates for governor, and 45 or 50 community labor activists around the Commonwealth. We're here to get the message that this is not about 360 resident assistants in Amherst. This is about the labor. It's about the labor community and the academic community here in Massachusetts.
Right.
I'd now like to introduce the UAW Regional Director of the UAW, Phil Wheeler.
Thank you, Tom. Let me just say to the resident assistants that the International Union UAW is with you, will be with you all the way until we get this university to sit down and bargain with us and get a decent contract. I want to say to President Bulger that he ought to now take the time to meet with us and to deal with us before this thing escalates to a point where he won't want to deal with us. So I say, let's do it. And I don't understand why we're dealing with an issue such as this when we've got enough other problems with the budget and so on that they want to take this issue on for the entire world. Well, they ought to sit down and deal with us, and we hope that this will do it here today. Let me introduce to you the President of the State Association, Bobby Haynes.
Thank you, Phil. Good morning, everybody. On behalf of Kathy Casavan, Executive Office of the AFL-CIO, I want to welcome you all here to Boston. You're doing your civic and democratic duty by being here. Last time I checked, we had the right to organize in the United States of America. You organize, we want a contract. Case is very, very simple. I was just on the phone with Bob McCarthy, who is the labor trustee of the University of Massachusetts Board. He's up at the State House right now. He's on his way down here to come in and to go upstairs with Phil. And we're going to go up and we're going to present our petition to President Bulger. We're going to insist that he talk to us. We're going to insist that we get a contract. This has gone on long enough. It's time your basic civil rights were met in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It's 2002. We've had enough. Thank you for all the good work that you do at the University of Massachusetts. Thanks for the work that you do organizing. Thanks for the work that you do trying to create democracy at work. That's all we're about. Fair and equal treatment. We want justice on the job. We want justice in our government. We're going in this building to insist that we get it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Warren Tolman. I'm a Democratic candidate for governor, and I am proud to stand with all of you in this fundamental fight for worker rights.
Thank you, Warren.
You know, what we're here about is fundamental to all of what has made our country great. And you know what? I think because maybe they feel the RAs are young, or maybe they feel because the RAs are students, they think you're going to go away. Well, I think a few of them ought to enroll in some labor studies classes at UMass, learn about the labor struggles that have gone before us, and learn about how people have hung together, stayed together through thick and thin, and learn about how a message is going to be delivered to the administration that the RAs are not going to go away. We're going to win this battle. We're going to win it together, and I'm happy to stand with you.
Hi, I'm Jill Stein. I'm the Green Party gubernatorial candidate, and I can't help but recognize that it's the two clean elections candidates that dared to come out today. So I want to say that we're behind you, I'm behind you. Very much appreciate your leadership on this struggle. This is a struggle not just for safe working conditions and decent wages for the RAs. This is a struggle for all working people in Massachusetts. We need your leadership on this more than ever, because though we've had a booming decade in Massachusetts in the economy, it's not been a boom for working people. It's been a boom for the richest 20% and predominantly the richest 5%. So your struggle for economic justice in your jobs and your struggle as students for justice as students is all of our struggle. And we say to President Bolger, stop fighting these students and start bargaining with this union. So carry on, we're behind you, and we're going all the way.
Hi, I'm a worker. We have 5 people down. My name is Robert Traynham. And we got 5 people down from the Steel Workers of America, Boston school bus drivers. So we come here in solidarity with you because we know what to make a union is all about, because we've been on 5 strikes. Now, I say 8 strikes is what we did. And we were fighting the same guy that you're fighting upstairs here now, Billy Bolger. So this is what we did. We went to jail, and this is what I like about you all, because y'all will fight, and you keep on fighting. I just want to say a couple of words about our union. It's getting busted down, just like everybody else. But when you still you got to fight them. You got to stand up and fight them. And this is what's happening. We have one of our employees got mad at the terminal manager, and he said something. They got into a little scuffle, and he said they blew the place up. Guess what? They got him up on terrorist charges now. And he's in West Roxbury District Court going up on charges. They're going to deport him because he's from Haiti. So this is what's happening. So this is what we got to do. We got to fight together. And anytime y'all want to just call 8751, I'll be down here to help you out. Hey, Balcha, you ain't shame of yourself. Yeah. You remember who you were? Yeah. This senator. You know what you did over there? Lord. Now you are the one who violated the law. You were ashamed of yourself. We can't stand that, Mr. Bolger. You're gonna have to come up to negotiate. We need that. Yes. Those young people, don't you see them? How beautiful they are. Come on, you don't have a heart, mister. Come down and negotiate.
Hi, I'm Willie Desnoyers. I'm the president of the state CAP of the United Auto Workers. A couple of weeks ago, we were up here, demonstrating, for different ways to raise the revenue. Well, that doesn't mean the revenue is going to be used for union busting and stopping, people to organize. We're here to help you. The UAW CAP Council is here with you, and believe me, you're going to get a contract, and we're going to keep fighting. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm an RA here at UMass. It's clearly stated in Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 150, Section 10A, that it is a prohibited practice, a violation of the law, to refuse to negotiate with a duly elected union. A University of Massachusetts official, Susan Pearson, wrote the following in a letter to the RA Union after it was duly elected. On behalf of on a majority vote. On behalf of the University of Massachusetts Amherst, we decline to enter into any negotiations on this matter. If that isn't a clear violation of the law, I don't know what is. It seems Ms. Pearson and her co-conspirators, Mr. Bolger, Ms. Williams, their lawyers, and their consultants, all paid from the pockets of taxpayers, consider themselves above the law. We are here today to tell them that there is not one law for the few and another law for the many, that there is not one law for the rich and the powerful and another law for the poor and the powerless. We are here today to tell them that there is only one law for all. We are here to tell them that they are obligated as public servants paid by the taxpayers of the Commonwealth to hold and obey it. We are here to tell these lawbreakers that they are not above the law.
student workers to be able to bargain with their employer because of status dissonances, whatever that means. She fears that our union will be too adversarial and inconvenience her and her subordinates with our zealous advocacy for our members. She has a right to her feelings, even if they make far less sense than our union. But it doesn't matter what she feels. The Labor Commission has spoken and found that RAs are entitled to unionize. The RAs have voted to unionize and been duly certified as a bargaining unit. Our union makes sense to the Labor Commission and to our members. And she is a public servant. She is paid by the taxpayers to uphold and enforce the law regardless of her personal prejudices. When she instead decides to knowingly and willingly disobey the law, she ceases to be a public servant and instead becomes a lawbreaker on the public payroll. We will not allow her to justify her unlawfulness with nonsensical anti-union mumbo-jumbo. We demand that President Bolger and the Board of Trustees, as the people responsible for the proper administration of the university system, instruct Chancellor Williams and her colleagues to cease and desist from their criminal acts, obey the law, and immediately come to the bargaining table.
Yes! Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Introduce yourself. Tell us what's going on. Speak loud. Good evening today. My name is Rick Negron, and I've worked for the Center for Survey Research at the University of Massachusetts in Boston for 5 years. We are pleased to be here with you today to support the resident assistants because we are facing the same struggles. Many of us have worked for the center for many years, working many hours each week, yet we receive no health benefits or paid time off. A number of us had very serious health problems, including cancer and brain tumor, and had to pay for treatment out of our own pocket or rely on government assistance. If we're sick and can't come to work, we don't get paid. If we have a family emergency and can't come to work, we don't get paid. It's hard to believe that we're not talking about a for-profit company, more concerned with their profits than employees, but rather one of the most respected state universities in the country. We've had enough. This winter we decided to organize our union with SEI Local 285 in order to have the ability to improve our working conditions. Despite the fact that an overwhelming majority of us signed union cards, the union still refused to recognize our union. We're now going through the Massachusetts Labor Relations Commission to meet an election date, and the university has tried to stall us at every turn.
Imagine that.
It seems to be their strategy of choice, as they did with the resident assistants. The studies we conduct cover a wide range of important issues, from public health to tobacco issues. The results of many of these studies are often used to support public policy decisions that affect the residents of Massachusetts. It is really important for the data to be collected as accurately as possible. Yet our working conditions make it impossible to retain the staff to conduct these studies. We are glad to be here today because we know that the only way the university will treat their employees fairly is if all of us work together to make that happen today. Thank you.
Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Woo!
I'm Harry Brill, a faculty member at the University of Massachusetts at Boston. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. It's a pleasure that we have to be here today to deal with this issue. We're all getting an incredible education here. We're learning that the administration, the way it treats its workers, has a Dunkin' Donuts mentality. They don't give a damn whether there might be a turnover because people can't afford to stay. They don't care about their customers. Yet instead of Dunkin' Donuts learning from the university, what the university is learning from them. I'm sure you'll have a victory. It's important to keep in mind that what Bolger has to understand, tremendously important that he understands, that the assistants here, the resident assistants, have an extremely difficult job, requiring tremendous sensitivity, dealing with crises on the spot,
And you want to be assured, for the sake of the students, that we continue to get the most qualified assistants. What the university is doing is not only an insult to the workers, it's an insult to the student body. Thank you.
Now, I know the school bus drivers have to go on their shift here in a minute, so I just want everybody to give a big hand for our brothers and sisters and the steel workers. Now, we're going to go into a picket until the delegation comes back, and then we're going to go into a short march. But for right now, let's start a picket line. We should stay on this side of the line because this side is public property.
Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. Hey, Brian. Now. You're not Brian, are you? Yes, sir. What do we want? From the sergeant. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? From the sergeant. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? From the sergeant. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? From the sergeant. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? From the sergeant. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? From the sergeant. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? From the sergeant. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charge. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charge. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charge. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charge. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charge. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charge. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charges. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Drop the charges. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Negotiations. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Negotiations. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Negotiations. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Negotiations. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Negotiations. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Negotiations. When do we want it? Now. I can't hear you. What do we want?
street where Grace Faye lives. She's a board of trustees. She's the chair of the UMass Board of Trustees, and she is the executive vice president and director of Frontier Capital Management, one of those corporate influences that's turning our university into something that we're not very happy about. So what we want to do is we want to march single file down to old Grace's office and see if she can give us an answer to this problem. Set up another picket line and remind them that we'll be there wherever they are, whenever they're around, reminding them that we have rights that they're violating. Woo! Okay, we're just going to show up and do a quick picket up there, and then we'll be all set today, and deliver a copy of the letter that Bulger also got. All right? All right. All right. Ain't no
negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. Busting's got to go, hey, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate.
Next November is a conference at the NCAA. We're trying to organize a shit.
5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate.
Be proud of that sound, Dave.
Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contracts what we're fighting for. 5, 6, 7, 8. UMass negotiate. Hey, all you people, great job. I just have one question for you. And that's, what do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Contract. The workers united will never be defeated. 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 Students and workers will never be defeated. The students and workers will never be defeated. The students and workers will never be defeated. The students and workers will never be defeated. We're students. We're workers. Our voices must be heard. We're students. We're workers. Our voices must be heard. We're students. We're workers. Our voices must be heard. students, we're workers, our voices must be heard. We're students, we're workers, our voices must be heard. We're students, we're workers, our voices must be heard. We're students, we're workers, our voices must be heard. We're students, we're workers, our voices must be heard.
Hey, hey!
We're workers, our voices must be heard. We're students, we're workers, our voices must be heard. Ho, ho! Union busting's got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Union busting's got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Union busting's got to go, hey, hey! Ho, hey! Ho, ho! Union busting's got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Union busting's got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Union busting's got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Union busting's got to go, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Hey, hey! RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho! Hey, hey! RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho! Hey, hey! RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho! Hey, hey! The RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho! Hey, hey! RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho! Hey, hey! RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho! Hey, hey! RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho! Hey, hey! RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho! Hey, hey!
Hey, hey! The RA Union's here to stay!
Hey, hey! RA Union's here to stay, ho, ho!
RA Union's here to stay!
Negotiate! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Contract's what we're fighting for!
5, 6, 7, 8.
UMass negotiate!
5, 6, 7, 8.
UMass negotiate!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Contract's what we're fighting for!
5, 6, 7, 8.
UMass negotiate! Contract's what we're fighting for!
5, 6, 7.
Lunch. And we'll be back for another hour and a half. So we definitely...
This is nice lunch.
And I wanted to thank everyone. It's really nice to see out in RA. It's nice to see so many people coming out to support. We really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Woo!
Hi, my name is Dan Shaw. I'm the president of UAW Local 2322, the union of the new RA Union. And just wanted to say a few words. First of all, thanks so much to everybody who made their way out from all the way out from Western Massachusetts, and especially thank you to all you folks in the Boston area for coming out. Sending a great message to the University of Massachusetts. They think that they've got the RA Union beat. They think that they can just wait things out. They can put the stall tactics out, and that if they can just, refuse to negotiate, we're going to go away. But you're sending them a signal right now that the RA Union is here to stay, and that we're going to go to war. The question isn't whether we'll get to the table, it's only when we're going to get to the table, and we're going to get there real soon. So let's just give them a few words so they hear us loud and clear. A nice chant of "We'll be back."
We'll be back! 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 We'll be back!
My pension fund is located here. Carl White is our executive director. I think he's important. I have to come down right now.
That'd be great.
To talk to you folks. See if there's anything we can do to get you a meeting. My office is right up there. That's all I